So guys, what do you think of the new kit? Pretty cool, huh? I, for one, am loving it. And all I used is this. The Jeep Overlanding kit by Rhino Rack. Want to know how? Let's get started. Like assembling most things, it can be a pretty daunting task. But with the Jeep Overlanding kit, it's very simple and can be installed in as little as 45 minutes. Now, before we get started, it's a really good idea to check the instruction manual first, which can also be found online. And cross-check all components are supplied and the appropriate tools are on hand. Now, the first step is to connect the right-hand and left-hand corner bases to the front-rear extrusions. It's a good idea to do this on a flat surface, like this table, to make assembly easy. Once done, connect the side extrusions. It's important to note there's a specific way the corner covers attach so the holes line up, as you can see here. When in position, add the supplied 25mm hex bolts to each corner, finger tight only. Now that each corner is secure, we can add the planks. With the frame placed down, slide in each plank evenly so they line up with the holes on either side. And when in position, insert the 25mm hex bolts, finger tight only. Next, we can add the corner covers and secure finger tight using the 12mm hex bolts. Now that that's done, we can attach the underbars to the allocated holes. Use again the 25mm hex bolts, 2 on each end and 2 for each plank. Once the bolts are in, we can secure tightly using the torque tool and the socket hex driver. Start at the end of each underbar, tightening till you hear a click, then make your way across each plank. Once complete, tighten the front and rear extrusions, then each corner. Now you can see it's really starting to take shape. Now all we need to do is add the backbone. Simply line up each backbone along the side extrusions. Using the 12mm hex bolt, secure at each end from underneath. Use the torque tool like we did before, however this time loosely assemble. We'll tighten these later on. Next we add the pinch welds to each backbone leg. And then turn the newly constructed Pioneer LT right side up. Now, as you can see, all things are looking pretty good and we're ready to install onto the Jeep. Now, depending on which model of Jeep you have will determine which way to orientate the Pioneer LT to the vehicle. In this instance, we have a Jeep JT Gladiator. Therefore, the backbone leg with the angled fold needs to be front facing. But of course, if you have an alternate model, refer to the instruction manual for clarification. It's all there to make things easy. Now when you're ready, ask a friend to help you lift the Pioneer LT to the vehicle. Slowly make your way from the rear of the vehicle and lower carefully so that the backbone rests in the gutter section. Again, depending on the model of Jeep will determine where the Pioneer is to be positioned. In this instance, measure 100mm from the gutter mount end at the rear of the vehicle. And lastly, add the backbone bolts to the top and then tighten the end bolts as previously installed. When satisfied, attach the backbone strap and clamp to each leg. Use the 25mm hex bolts and secure with the torque tool. And there you have it. Your Jeep Overlanding kit is fully assembled and ready for use. How good is that?